I took a picture of this image that I saw in my hometown because fucking hell, just looking at this image like as an appreciateur of art, as someone who like looks at an image and sees the symbolism and what the, I don't know, deeper meaning which the image potentially represents, or seeing and recognizing the symbolic richness of images, and that there are underlying images, or sorry, there are underlying meanings and subtext to images. I'm one of those people. So anyway, I saw a little sticker put on a lamppost, and these are around the place. Like, there's not just one of them, they're like around my town, and I'm sure they're elsewhere too. Of, all right, I will post this with this video if I upload it, but there is a picture, and it is a man's face who is white, and very white, and very, very definitely white. So there is a man in a white shirt who is very definitely white, but the head is of a pig, and it is like looking in a very kind of suspect way to its right. And next to this pig-faced man, and obviously the symbol of the pig represents uncouth behavior, surely, and the fact that he's white represents that he is an oppressive, patriarchal, capitalist pig, maybe. But to his right, there is an ass in hot pants, and it is a brown ass, but he's like right next to it. So the image as a whole is a man looking at an ass, and the man is anthropomorphized or animomorphized into a pig because he has a pig face and he's looking at the ass. So, and the ass is obviously a brown person because the patriarch victimizes brown people, obviously. So, like, just looking at this image, my god, it just fucking annoys me because, well, first of all, the pig has to be white, and the pig, he has to be a pig, and the only reason in the image that he is a pig, surely, is that he is looking at a female's ass. And there's nothing about the ass not being covered because it's in like super tight hot pants like you would wear if you were, say, in your fucking underwear. So anyway, it's just like a big giant ass, and it's for some reason next to this poor pig man's face, and he is looking at it in a suspicious manner. And it's like, right, the woman in the picture isn't even a woman, it's just a fucking ass. And the man in the picture is looking at it, but it's like shoved right in his face. So the idea I get that the artist, quote unquote artist, was trying to represent in this picture, surely, is that men who look at women's asses that are presented in public are somehow pigs. You know what I mean? Because, like, what else does it fucking mean if not that? But there's nothing, you know what I mean? Like, the contemptible figure in the image is a man, and the man is depicted as a pig, and the only reason he is a pig is that he is looking at a female's flesh, which is essentially presented to him and shoved in his face. Now, how is looking at a female that is right next to you who is showing her ass, how does that make you a pig? How does that not just make you a human being with human feelings and human wants and human desires to behold the flesh of another human being, especially when it is presented to you in such a blatant manner in fucking hot pants. I mean, like, I just want to step back from the image a minute and be like, this is so exactly perfectly representative of how in this day and age that like women want to demonize you if you even look at them. I mean, literally in certain schools of feminism and certain people's points of view, and it's more widely but not like overtly or vocally accepted, but it's just that like a man who looks at a woman is a pig because he is somehow objectifying, quote unquote, the woman. But it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? No, a man is sexually attracted to a female. You know, like if a female presents well and a man wants to look at her, why does that have to be a bad thing? Why do you have to demonize the most natural of human behaviors? And it's not even a lewd. It doesn't even have to be a lewd staring. It doesn't even have to be a construction worker dog whistling or being like, "Hey baby, that's us." You know what I mean? Like, I feel, and I get these sub-communications because I look at women as well. And it's not just because, like, recently, fucking hell, I tried to not look at women at all because they're so disgusting that, like, I can't even look at women because they're so willing to overact being appalled that I would even look at them, that it's fucking horrifying. And it just makes me hate people so much that I am a fucking 31-year-old man. And it's not just that, like, if you look at a woman and stare at a woman, they get offended or uncomfortable. It's like women will be staring at you. Okay, they stare at you. You see them out of your peripheral vision. You turn to look at them because they're looking at you, and as soon as you set eyes on them, they overact disgust reactions and like throw their eyes, fucking roll their eyes back in their head and like make fucking condescending bitch faces at you and shit, just to make you suffer, Like, they will stare at you and stare at you and stare at you until you look at them. And as soon as you look at them, they treat you like you are disgusting for looking at them. I mean, that offends me so fucking deeply. And that is so fucking horrible that it makes me want to nuke planet Earth. I mean, really, like, it makes me want this species to just fucking die already, like the entire species, because it has come to a point where its development is so stifled that you are, let's speak for myself, that I can't even look at a woman without them overacting disgust toward me because I chose to look at them in an innocuous, non-objectifying manner when they were fucking staring at me. Like, it's just, there are horrible, sadistic people everywhere that use the culture and the fact that certain behaviors are like ordained and certain behaviors are taboo to like mentally and emotionally abuse people, and it is literally mental and emotional abuse to fucking stare at someone till you get them to look at you and then react and express disgust toward them for looking at you. Like, that is just ugh. So this picture of the pig man looking at the white pig man, sorry, very important that he is white and that he is a man, because, you know, he has to be a pig, so if he's white and he's a man. And obviously the woman showing her ass could not be in the wrong at all for being a public fucking whore. No, that's allowed. That's fine. It's okay to be a slut. It's okay to be a whore. You just have to be a female or a man who has cut off his balls and turned his penis inside out to pretend like he is a woman or to masquerade as one, you know. Then you're empowered, you know. You're empowered if you take it in the ass. You're empowered if you cut off your balls and turn your penis inside out and get breast implants and take synthetic hormone. Then you're empowered. You're empowered if you're a non-native in a Western country, whereas if you're a native in a Western country, you are evil. You are a pig. If you look at a woman, you are disgusting. If you have any problem with any minority, no matter how much of a piece of shit they are, you are evil. You know, like literally, the West has turned on itself like some disgusting, decrepit, diseased Ouroboros approximation, and it is fucking devouring itself. And it is not just disgusting to behold, it is disgusting to be a part of this Ouroboros. Like, it is disgusting to be a part of the civilization that is not just eating itself but rotting at the same time because of its own lack of conscientiousness and its own utter degenerate filth in what it has become. You know, the Ouroboros, before it started eating itself, neglected to groom and wash and care for itself for a number of decades before it started eating itself, and it started to rot before it decided that it was maybe the best option to self-destruct and just get the whole stinking show over with and devour itself tail first. So as you can see, I have a lot of vitriol inside of me and a lot of things that bother me, and there are like infinite depths to what bothers me in the modern world. But I just have to, I'm not used to doing all this talky bullshit, talking to nobody. If I was having a conversation with someone, it would be a back and forth, and I would have the ability to ground myself and get my bearings from the discussion. But me, when I'm monologuing, I'm like, God, there are so many places I could take this diatribe that I'm kind of lost in the face of the endless possibilities. So, I have to like pre-prepare stuff, and then like when I'm in just regular everyday mode, I'm like, I write something down and there is just a gap between me and the information, and then when I have to like talk about it, it's like I'm reaching across an infinite abyss to like pull it closer to me, and it's difficult to get in the right flow when you're just monologuing to yourself when you're alone. But it's what must be done. I mean, there is no other way for me to get at the things I want to talk about other than to either ramble as I am doing now, or do my preparatory work and just go over what I have prepared to the best of my ability. I mean, yeah, obviously I don't have the skill with speaking of someone like a Jordan Peterson, but fuck, he's like really old and has been speaking professionally his entire life and like studying professionally his entire life. So fair enough, something to shoot for, but you know, just the way I am now, like in the beginnings of my journey, I just feel like I am meandering through a dark forest at midnight in a strange land, a place I have never been before, and I am trying to find my bearings, looking up at the stars in the sky, but I look up and I see nothing because I am blocked from the view of the sky by the branches of the trees that surround me, and there is no way to find my bearings. So I think I have to just get comfortable in the darkness for now and wait until the light of day finds its way to me, and from there perhaps I can more carefully traverse my paths ahead.